And we are entering round 2 of K-Pop Madness 2025. Welcome, everybody. I hope you are having a wonderful day. If you would like to just jump straight to the voting, the link is in the description. The bonus link is in Discord, and if you would like extra votes, they are on Patreon. But if you would like to hear some of the storylines we got going on this year and some of the, results of last round, stick with me. I'm going to explain it all. So let's start off with the results of round number 1. Let me just go over who had the biggest win, who had the biggest upset, and what was the closest matchup. So the biggest win, the group that destroyed their competition the most, P1 Harmony destroyed Diamond with the final score of 413 to 30. That's crazy. Biggest upsets goes to Young Posse. They were the lowest seed, a seed 13. They were the lowest seed to beat their competitor, which was Mamamoo in this case. And finally, the closest final result was New Jeans, NJZ versus Triple S, to where New Jeans wins by a singular vote, 227 to 226. New Jeans moves on to round 2. So let's dive into round number 2 and see what the matchups and storylines are for this round. So the actual voting is going to be slightly different for you because, it's going to be randomized. But, same rules as before, everything. Feel free to read this top if you'd like some more information on all the details. But let's go into the matchup. So we have Ateez versus Stacy. And basically, Ateez are defending champions from last year. Will they be able to hold it out and, make a run at it for two wins in a row? Never happened before. We've had groups that have won twice, but never twice in a row. So Ateez are going to be trying to be the first group to do that. And Ace and Stacy are going to be trying taking them down as that seed 8. Can they upset Ateez? We're going to find out. Our next matchup is New Jeans or NJ. I don't know what's going on with them right now, but New Jeans or NGZ, whatever you want to call them, taking on Dreamcatcher. It's Dreamcatcher's final year. And I know there's a handful of groups you could say it's their final year for, right, that are on here. And a lot of people are pointing out that, it's specifically Dreamcatcher's final year. And they want to make Dreamcatcher have a push for the win. Even though Dreamcatcher has already won K-Pop Madness twice, does Dreamcatcher deserve a third K-Pop Madness win out of 8 years, since this might be their last year in K-Pop Madness? Or do you want New Jeans to finally start making a run for it and get their 4th win of K-Pop Madness? That's up to you. Then we have NMIXX versus Idol. And Idol kind of going out to get their title back. They won in 2023. They lost last year. They want some revenge. Can NMIXX stop them? The veteran boy group, who usually always does well in K-Pop Madness, is 20-7 without ever winning, which is just as good of a record that Idol has with winning. So it's like NMIXX always does really well. Will they outvote Idol? This is going to be a good matchup. Next up, we have the X-Boys, Psychers versus Exodary Heroes. Which X-Boy is going to win? Based on the seeding, Exodary Heroes is the favorite here. They have a bit more experience in the competition, being 4-3 and making it pretty far last year. However, Psychers has been making a lot of noise as a rookie. They just got past the first round again for the 2nd year in a row. Now we have NMIXX versus the Rose. Are NMIXX the new powerhouse, up there with Stray Kids, Ateez, Idol of this competition? Are they going to be one of those groups that are 20-5 or something? Are they going to keep winning? We're going to find out. They've been doing really well. And we'll see if the Rose, who I have 2-0 right here. They are 2-1. We're going to see if the Rose can take them out. Next up, we have Le Seraphim versus Billlie. And basically, can Le Seraphim stop Billlie? Billie's been quietly a pretty consistent at winning group. As their rookie year, they went really far to be a seed 1 last year. Last year, they went almost a distance as well. They're a pretty solid group in K-Pop Madness. Can Le Seraphim, on the heels of their new comeback hot, take them down? We have Ivor 17. 2 powerhouses of their own generations. It'll be interesting to see the results. 17 obviously has more history in K-Pop Madness, so they have a lot better record and are the favorites. But Ive upset their round 1 and beat Icon. So can they beat 17? We shall see. BTOB versus Purple Kiss. This is also a pretty interesting one. BTOB is, I think, the worst record right now in this round 2, being 5 wins and 7 losses all time. So can they finally make a run to like flip that record around and go positive this year? Or will Purple Kiss stop them, as they're a pretty consistently winning group in K-pop madness as well? We're gonna find out. Stray Kids versus Badvillain. Badvillain being one of the powerhouse rookies, girl group rookies from last year. Can Badvillain upset Stray Kids? I don't know. It's gonna be a really big ask, but yeah, there's a lot of Stray Kids fans on the channel, especially with, you know, my channel kind of getting a bunch of new stay subscribers. Welcome everybody if you are watching. SHINee versus ITZY. Pretty even matchup. Almost identical records, almost identical seeds. It's 50-50. I don't know. I genuinely could not tell you who's going to win that one. I think SHINee has the edge based on my channel demographics, but we'll see. Kiss of Life versus Red Velvet's, the old school versus new school. Red Velvet, the 3rd gen R&B vocal girls, with like very mature concepts, to Kiss of Life, mature new gen concepts. I think these two kind of reflect each other really well, so it's going to be interesting to see them go at each other. Kiss of Life being 2-1, and Red Velvet being 16-7. Everglow versus Card. Card finally get over the hump. They are a group that every single year usually wins their first round or 2 and then loses. Can they go on a run finally? That's kind of what the 14-7, you know, symbolizes. Is every year they go 2-1, and then kind of fall off. But Everglow kind of always struggle to make it past the first round. So will Everglow finally do their thing? They're both just trying to make an edge in this competition, and it'll be interesting to see. And then our final couple, P1 Harmony versus ONEUS. P1 Harmony kind of seeing like the favorite based on how much they destroyed Diamond in round 1. We'll see if they can still hold up against ONEUS or if it was a fluke in round 1. aespa versus Young Posse. Will Young Posse be able to beat out a big 4 girl group like aespa, who's super famous? And then ZB1 versus Twice. You know, again, new gen versus old gen. Twice, one of the biggest names of Gen 3. ZB1, one of the biggest names of Gen 5. Who's going to come out on top? And then finally, the SM battle. NCT versus EXO. Who's going to win? The newer age SM group or the veteran? I mean, they're both kind of veterans at this point, but like, you know, EXO versus NCT. I'm very curious because they both have similar records. EXO is more of a favorite in the competition this year because they have the higher seed, but, you know, anything can happen. So those are all of our matchups for this round. Please go get your vote in if you haven't already. Remember, you can vote twice for free and multiple times for supporting me. You get a little benefit. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for participating in K-pop Madness. We had a great turnout in round 1, and I can't wait to see what happens in round 2. So get your votes in, and I'll see you back in a couple days for round number 3.